So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 21 of Ignite. We've been building, we've been moving, we've been mobilizing, checking out how we are after our 3-month break. And today we're starting to layer in strength. So as always, those of you with shoulders, well, all of us, but if you're minding a shoulder, take care and they do less on one side than the other. If you're minding your knees, do less on one side than the other. So come lie on your back. Come. So lying on your back, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. And then just begin to rock your knees from side to side. Yesterday we did dead bug pose. We're going to do that again, and we're going to take it into loads of variations. So just rocking your knees from side to side. And as you rock, can you include that smoothness that we were working on yesterday? That sense of, as I rock from side to side, can I make the movement continuously smooth rather than smooth where it's easy and then jerky where it starts to tighten? So you're bringing a thread of awareness into the restriction, into the places that don't move quite as easily. So slow things down as you rock from side to side. Moving into gliders. Have a sense of, as your knee travels up and then your other knee, you're just meeting the deep of your pelvis, the spine, and glue your shoulders deeply down onto the floor so that as you move, you have a sense of beginning to open into the rib cage, widen into the shoulders. Nice. So coming back to center. Flatten your lower back down and then lift both feet off the floor and have your calves parallel to the floor. And then lift both arms up towards the ceiling and draw your shoulders a little bit forward. So rather than my shoulders just being resting on the floor, I'm rounding my shoulders a little bit forward. And when I do that, I feel my upper ribs engaging. Draw your navel a little bit more back onto the floor so you feel a widening into the lower back. So we're going to move our right leg and keep everything else still. So touch the floor with your right toes and then try and draw your knee towards you, but don't let your torso move. Like I'm not letting everything soften. So toe touches the floor, knee travels a little bit towards you. And really keep that awareness on the deep front of your belly. How do you stay deeply still in your torso while moving your right leg? Nice. We're going to include the right arm as well as the right leg. So right arm, right leg, you can keep both bent, or you can begin to lengthen your right arm and right leg. But all the time, you're keeping a sense of deep stillness through the torso, deep stillness through that left side. One more time. Super. Other side. Draw your navel backwards. Just let your left toes touch the floor. And then let your left knee travel a little bit towards you and feel the resistance in your body. As you stabilize the torso, your leg won't travel all that far towards you. Touch and back. Touch and back. Nice. Begin to move the left leg also, or left arm also. Maybe you straighten out through your arm. Maybe you straighten out through your leg. Maybe you keep them bent. Main thing is, though, that your torso is staying still. One more time. Super job. Bring both feet to the floor and then roll up and down along your spine, lifting up high through your hips and then rolling down along your spine onto the floor. You just feel that traveling up and traveling down. I'm keeping my arms on the floor beside me and even pushing a little bit into the floor to have a sense of shoulders widening, shoulders deepening. Nice. Super cool. Pause, let that rest. Nice. So yesterday we brought our right elbow to our right knee. So do that again. So lift both arms off the floor, both feet off the floor, push your right elbow into your right knee, and then either keep your elbow bent and your leg bent or straighten out into your left leg. So just pause there. So my elbow and knee are together. Okay? And then change sides. Left elbow, left knee. Stretch out into the right side of your body. And when I do this, I always just feel this incredible power and length through the side of my body. So find that feeling of satisfaction here, that sense of lengthening, really deepening into the power of your body. Nice. So we're going to change it up a bit. So bring your 2 feet to the floor for a moment. So before we did the same side, arm was touching the same side leg. Now we're going to go a little bit diagonal. So lift your left foot off the floor and bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee and push your left knee into your right hand. So my left knee is trying to go left, but my right hand is pulling to the right. So I have this sense of contact there. And then lift your right foot off the floor and just begin to move your right leg. Nice. So you can stay here where you're just pushing on the outside and your head is on the floor, or you can slide to bring your right elbow to your left knee and make the same movement. My hands are together. It feels nice. And my head is off the floor. Or you're staying with just your hand to the outside of your leg and you're not doing the lifted head thing. Just feel that one more time. Come all the way back. Pause. Other side, lift your right foot off the floor. Reach your left hand to the outside of your right knee. I'm trying to bring my right knee to the right and my left hand to the left. So there's a push on my hand on my knee. Bring your right elbow to the floor. It just rests there. And then let your left leg travel. So now my head is on the floor, my torso is on the floor. Stay here or slide your left elbow down to your knee and create the same movement. One more time. Both feet to the floor. Sway your knees from side to side. Nice. So roll over and come into your cat pose. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And then lift your right knee off the floor. No, actually, before you do that, push your shoulders a little bit forward like we did when we were on the floor. Draw your navel towards your spine and just feel like your spine is long from the top of your head all the way down into your sacrum. And then lift your right knee off the floor. And like we did in dead bug, keep your right knee bent and let your right foot travel back. And then your right knee travels a little bit forward. So same as we did before, we're trying not to let the torso move. So there's a lot of contraction in this pose. Sometimes we're doing mobility and we're softening into the length of us. Now we're contracting into the strength and stability of us. Let's feel that. And you mobilize your right leg and stay stable. Maybe stretch your right leg long and then bend your knee. Long. Bend your knee one last time. Long. Bend your knee. Great. Other side. So let your left knee float. Stabilize through the body. Keep your knee bent. Touch the toe in the direction of the ceiling. Draw your knee a little bit towards your navel. It's really not much of a squeeze towards your navel because to keep still, you can't bring your knee too close. Stabilizing. There's a contraction in stability. All is necessary. It's not that we have to be soft and surrendering all the time. We need to be strong and stable. Nice. Begin to lengthen out into that left leg, reaching. Again, there's so much satisfaction in that leg as it reaches and expresses its power back behind me. There's a sense of joy in that movement. One more time. Awesome job. Releasing back. Come into your child's pose. I'm going to bring my knees a little bit wider and just rest myself down. Just really feel your breath into your belly. Let that rest. Breath softening, shoulders releasing. Now we're softening. We're not stabilizing anyway. We're not contracting. We're now surrendering. They're all different skills. Like, how do we get good at many different ways of being? Sometimes we surrender to things or we adapt to things. Sometimes we hold. It's true of life as well. How do you hold? Know when to fold them. Know when to walk. So same thing. Oh, I'm singing on YouTube again. Great. Come back up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Push back into your downward dog. And just have a bit of a wiggle. That song's going to be stuck in my head all day now. Not a bad song. A reminder to hold. Hold your peace. Hold your tongue. Stand tall. Find your ground. All these things. How do you... stretching into your feet and lengthening into your legs. Nice. Both knees to the floor. Super cool. So from here, I'm going to get you to come sit on your bum. And so if you feel like you'd like a little pillow underneath your bum because we'll be sitting near the sacrum, then go and get a little pillow. Otherwise, bring your feet forward in front of you and sit up tall. So your hands are on your kneecaps or somewhere near your shins, and you're pulling on your shins and really trying to find length in your spine. So use the pull of your arms to create the length of your spine. Somebody was saying last week that she forgot how hard it is to sit on the floor. Yeah, use your knees, find the support. Nice. And then you're going to round your back and reach towards your feet and see where on your toes that you touch. So I'm trying to touch my big toe nails. Nice. Or wherever it is you touch. Remember, do the shape that you do. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Squeeze your shoulders back. Nice. Reaching forward. Bring your fingers forward. Drop your head down. And then bring your hands back. Leaning into your arms. Lift your chest. I'm not looking up towards the ceiling. I'm looking forward. So my neck is still really steady. I'm holding my head in my own axis. Rounding. And back. Rounding. And back. Nice. One more time. Rounding and back. So if you have anything going on with your shoulders, maybe you stay at that level, because now we're going to take weight into our arms. Maybe that's not good for you. So for me, I want to bring my feet a little bit closer and then just lift my bum off the floor. Nice. Drop your bum down. Reach forward. And this time bring your knees wide and try and reach forward between your thighs. Reach forward between your feet. Bring your hands back. Lift your bum. Forward, rounding forward. One more time. Lift your bum. Maybe you lift it a little bit more. Maybe you lift it a lot. See what's right for you. My feet feel a little bit too close to me. Nice. And just lifting. Again, listen to your shoulders. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good for you. Drop your bum. Stretch your legs out long. Make fists out of your hands. Roll into your wrists. Wiggling your toes. Nice. So bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. And just sitting up tall again, hold on to your knees and lengthen through your spine. There's that sense of reaching through the spine. If for any reason you don't like bending your knee, then just keep your leg long and sit up tall. Super. Bring both hands either side of the left leg and draw your forehead down in the direction of the left knee. Nice. Both hands either side of the right leg, and bring your forehead down. And as I do that, my left foot is coming to stand. My back leg is following me a little bit. And that's okay. Just feel that. Nice. So next time you come to the left, lift your right foot off the floor and spiral your right knee down till it comes to the floor. Drop your head down. So either stay here in a zigzag or begin to lengthen out into the right leg and come more into a pigeon. So now we're up a little bit more on that leg. See what your leg tells you. Okay, come back. Soles your feet together. Bring your hands either side of the right knee. Let the left leg lift. Spiral. Let it just land into zigzag. Or stretch your leg and rock a little bit into a pigeon. So begin to travel from side to side where your back leg comes into zigzag or pigeon. And you're just noticing how this is on your arms, on your hips, on your knees. Nice. Next time you travel over towards the left, your left knee is bent, your right knee is either bent behind you in zigzag or your leg is straight. And just bring your elbows down either side of that left leg and drop your head down. Nice. Change. Soles your feet together, over towards the right, either zigzag or leg straight. Pigeon, elbows come down, pausing. And coming back. Nice. Super cool. So come lengthen out through your legs, just roll into your ankles. Bend and lengthen your legs. So your legs are straightening and bending, straightening and bending. So bend your knees and reach both arms forward. So it's kind of like a squished cat pose, kind of. So pause, your foot is on the floor, and then lengthen your right leg long, and then come back. Lengthen your left leg long, and then come back. And the back of my calf, I'm allowing it to tap the floor as it lengthens. So I'm trying to keep still through my body as I just stretch my right leg long. Come back, I'm lifting through my spine. I can feel the work happening in my torso already. So stay here with your feet on the floor or float your feet off the floor and create the same shape. And when I come back up, I'm touching my forearm and my knee together. Or if your feet are on the floor, then just rest your forearm and your knee together. So either your feet are floating or your feet are flat on the floor and you're just lengthening out. You can begin to reach your same hand, same leg. I tried doing opposites earlier and I got so confused, it was wild. So if you want to try it, so reach the left hand up and the right leg lengthens. And then right arm up and the left leg lengthens. I have to close my eyes. If I look at what I'm doing, I get really confused. So maybe you're doing opposites, maybe you're doing same side. One more time each side, whatever way you're doing this. Great, come lie on the floor, all the way down. Bring your arms long above your head. And just sway your knees from side to side. Noticing the whole of the front of your belly. That sense of length. We did quite a lot of contractions through the belly, shortening through the belly, deep muscles of the front of our hips. So bring your feet a little bit wider and sway from side to side. Nice. Come back to center. Pause there. Either bring the soles of your feet together, hands rest somewhere, lengthen your legs out long. Whatever it is that you do, however it is that you rest. Nice, guys. Very cool. Very lovely. Nice. I'll see you all tomorrow. Another wonderful day of dead bug. Lovely. I really like that idea of, There's times when we have to hold and stabilize and be very steady in our bodies. And then there's times when we adapt and soften and yield to things. And it's that amazing dance of the appropriate reaction based on healthiness, wholesomeness, regulation. So nice, lovely. I'll see you all tomorrow. Some of you bright and early, as always. Some of you late in the day. Some of you way out in the future. Great. Ciao, ciao. Thanks.